Hey, how's it going, YouTube? This is Sick Eric back again with another video, and today we're going to be doing my week with the OnePlus 6T. This is the T-Mobile variant, and we'll be going over the things that I do like and the things that I don't like about this device. Like I said, I've been using this device for a week. Absolutely loving it. This is my first device for OnePlus that I've ever used, so it's really nice. Sort of like a Pixel phone, but just with a little bit more features, and I'm absolutely loving it. So without further ado, this is my week with the OnePlus 6T. So let's get down into it. So the things that I do like about this device, I absolutely love the build quality. Really nice. It feels excellent in the hands. You got Gorilla Glass 5 on the back and Gorilla Glass 6 on the front. So that is really nice. A lot of phones right now are just coming with Gorilla Glass 5, and this is the newer version of it on the display. The buttons are in the right place. They are nice and clicky and really tactile. I noticed that the buttons on the S9 Plus, which is the device I'm coming from, they are a little bit higher on the device and a little bit awkward to get to, but these are in a perfect position. You got your volume rocker right there where your finger sets, and the power button right there where your thumb sits naturally. So that is really nice. You also have your alert slider, so you can slide up to vibrate, silent, and ring, which is really nice feature. I like that feature a lot. You have your USB Type-C at the bottom with the speaker grill, and then your mic over here. On the back, you have your OnePlus logo, your flash, and your dual cameras. These are I believe the main camera is a 16 megapixel and then the 20 megapixel. The 20 megapixel is mainly for depth sensing. I wish it was more of a telephoto or a wide angle. Both of them have an aperture f1.7, so they do really good in low light. The front-facing camera is a 16 megapixel as well, and it is aperture of f2.0 if I'm not mistaken on that. I could be wrong, but I think it is an aperture f2.0. Excellent selfies. The portrait mode works really well on this device. The camera app is nice. It has a lot of features in here. You got video, photo, you got portrait. You also have a night mode, which works really well. And you also have a pro mode, and you have all your slow motion and panorama and everything. This is really nice camera. I have been using the Google Pixel camera mod, which is a ported one, and I believe this one just takes a little bit better photos, but like as far as your night mode, I think that it does take better photos, like as far as portrait goes and your night mode goes, but technically it is still using the same sensors on here. It's just a whole bunch of little software tweaks with this camera mod. Another thing I do like is the display. It is a 1080p Full HD Plus display. I thought I was going to be a little let down because it was 1080p. I'm so used to Samsung devices being like really nice, the best display you could get. But display on here, it has been really good. You can't even tell it's 1080p. It's an AMOLED display, and it is 6.4 inches, and it's really nice. The blacks get really black. The colors are nice and punchy, and I'm really happy with this display. You have 6 gigabytes of RAM. Sorry, this is the T-Mobile version. You have 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. No micro SD card expansion. But this phone has been really snappy. It's running Oxygen OS. This is the T-Mobile variant, which is a little bit behind on the update. I believe it's Oxygen OS 9.0 if I'm not mistaken. But it's full of features. It's like stock Android, but better. You have a whole bunch of different gestures for your buttons. You have 3 different options for your navigation buttons. You can do just the regular option, you can do the pixel type, and you could do OnePlus type, which is just swiping up from the bottom to go up, and then to get your recents and everything. So really nice features. I like that a lot. I really do like the display features. You could do a screen calibration to choose which ones you want. You could also do a theme. You could do colorful, light, or dark. You could change your accent color, which is really nice. I'm always changing themes on my device. I get bored of how it looks, and this is really cool. You could just change it whenever you want. I love that about this device. It's got a whole bunch of different types of other types of gestures. So say you have your phone sitting on the table and you're listening to music and you want to skip tracks, all you got to do is just draw an arrow and it'll go to the next track. If you want to go back, draw an arrow that way. It'll rewind on that track. If you want to pause, 2 fingers down, pause it, play it. It's really, really nice. A whole bunch of different types of gestures on this device, which just make it really, really easy to use. Another thing I do like is the fingerprint sensor is underneath the display, and it is really, really good. Sometimes it does not work. Maybe the display is a little dirty or if it's dark, but it works 95% of the time, and it does work well. I really do enjoy having that in-display fingerprint sensor. It's really, really cool. Face ID works really well. It is really fast, as you can see right here. Boom. Really, really fast. Sometimes you don't even see the lock screen. That's how fast the facial recognition is. It's just really, really nice. That combined with the fingerprint sensor, really, really easy and fast to get into your device. Let's see what else. Like I said, cameras are really good. Better than I thought they would be for a $580 device, but they are impressing me and they are doing really, really well. Not as good as Samsung, of course, but still really, really nice. You do have a notch up here, which does not bother me at all. I do like the way it looks. All the little curves on the top. It's just really, really nice. Does not bother me. Of course, you can hide the notch in the display settings if you choose to, as you can see right there, and it will hide the notch and make it look a little bit more uniform at the top and the bottom. But like I said, I don't mind that at all. I've been using the OnePlus launcher. As you can see right here, you have a whole bunch of different types of options. You could double tap to lock the phone, which is cool. You could double tap to unlock the phone or to wake it. You have a whole bunch of gestures. Swipe down to bring down your notification drawer. You could display all your apps when entering the drawer. Do a quick search, all the apps when you swipe up. So that's really cool. And you can also change your icon pack and the shape of your icons, which is really nice. Usually I download and install either the Pixel launcher or Nova launcher, but I've been rocking the OnePlus launcher and I'm loving it. It's really, really nice. No problems here. Very customizable. And you also have the option to slide to the left and get either Google Feed or your Shelf launcher. And I believe this is only on the T-Mobile variant as well. But you could probably go out there and search the for the OnePlus launcher T-Mobile variant to get this option. But really, really nice. Performance has been excellent. 8 gigabytes of RAM. This has been my first device I've ever had 8 gigabytes on. I've usually just have 4 or 6, but 8 gigabytes of RAM, this thing flies. No hiccups whatsoever so far. Haven't had any issues with lag. Really, really smooth and buttery device. Oxygen OS is the best that I've used so far, other than stock Android. This just has a lot more features. It's just really, really nice as far as usability and just, functionality. It's really, really cool, and I really enjoy Oxygen OS. On to the things that I don't like. There aren't many. I am kind of missing my headphone jack. Coming from an S9 Plus, I listen to music a lot through headphones, and I'm missing the headphone jack. Being able to just plug it in the car and charge your phone at the same time. I am missing the headphone jack. Not a deal breaker, but I just wish they would have kept it. Sorry, another thing that I do like is the battery life on this device. It's got a 3700 milliamp hour battery. The S9 Plus has a 35, and this phone kills it. Really, really excellent battery life through an 8-hour work night or work day. I come home with about 60% left. On my S9 Plus, it would be down to below 50, maybe 40% left, and that's just listening to music, calling, texting, stuff like that. battery life on this device has been excellent. Alright, sorry for the sidetrack, but on to the things that I don't like about this device. No headphone jack, no wireless charging. That is a shame, but it's really not that bad because you do have dash charging, which again, sorry I fucked up. Here's another thing I do like. This phone charges really fast with the charger that comes in the box. Insane. You could get a full charge in like 30 minutes. It's just really cool. It's really fast and charges faster than any other phone would. Wireless charging, I can see why they didn't put it on there because it's just not as fast as dash charge. Okay, back on track. On to the things I don't like. No SD card expansion, which is a shame. I love having an SD card without my music on it. Again, not a deal breaker, just putting it out there. Always on display. It does have an ambient on display, but no always on display. As you can see, it's going to go off in right there. And it does come back on when you lift the device, but I wish it had it always on display because it does not have a notification LED. Like the V30, it did not have a notification LED, but it did have an always on display to show you all your notifications. I wish this had either or. Maybe they could, include an always on display on a future update. Who knows? Hopefully they do. But the lack of an LED notification light and always on display, it can get a little frustrating. You have to pick up your phone to see if you have any notifications. They do pop up. Like say you get an email, it will pop up on the screen showing that you have one. But yeah, it's just little things that I don't like about that. Let's see what else. No stereo speakers. The speaker on here is okay. It's not the greatest. Kind of wish they included stereo speakers on it, but I can see why they didn't. Cost factor. They're trying to cut corners. Whatever, it's fine. Maybe they'll include it on the OnePlus 7 or the 7T. Let's see. No IP rating, which is really not that bad because this phone technically does have some water resistance to it. They just didn't spend the money to get an actual IP rating. That does not mean it is not water resistant. They do a whole bunch of stuff to the ports and everything to protect them. So really not a deal breaker unless you're being technical with that rating. But other than that, this device has been excellent. I'm trying to see if there's anything that oh yes, the most important thing that I do not like about this device. This is the T-Mobile variant, which means updates are slow as hell. I'm still on September software. No October. We're already in November and still haven't gotten an update. Oxygen OS is like on 9.05 right now, and this is still 9.0. So I'm still waiting on the update. I just hope they fix that. T-Mobile and OnePlus need to get their shit together so they could send out updates to us. Hopefully they do not neglect this phone just because it's on a carrier or whatnot. They need to take care of it even more because it is on a carrier and it's their first phone to be on a carrier here in the States, so they need to take care of this device. Other than that, this phone has been excellent. I love it. It's a beautiful phone. It feels excellent in the hands. It's fast. It's snappy. No complaints other than those little ones. Still not any deal breakers. They're not deal breakers. So really nice device. Hopefully this gives you some insight if you're thinking about getting this device. Definitely check it out. T-Mobile might have some promotions going on right now. If not, you could always buy it off of OnePlus. T-Mobile only sells the 8GB version with 128 GB of storage, and this is the mirror black edition, as you can see. Fingerprint black edition now. But really nice device. This is the OnePlus 6T T-Mobile variant. Really nice device. This has been my week review of it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.